Hello and welcome to the Nintendo Network, and I will defend the GameCube till my dying day. It is looked back now as a good system, but I feel it was a great system. Metroid Prime, Double Dash, Wind Waker, Mario Sunshine, and back when it was released, it was deemed as a baby console that the PS2 and Xbox was far more for mature gamers. I have nothing against those consoles or games, but the people who thought that back then and bullied me, well, they truly suck. Oh, look, I somehow got in a soapbox again. Let me just get down. That darn thing shows up randomly. So, grab that back handle of your GameCube that I don't think anyone actually used. This is every GameCube Spirit Battle explained. The Pig Spirit is represented by 6 pink Yoshis while fighting on Duck Hunt. Pig hails from the GameCube game Cubivore, Survival of the Fittest, and it's okay if you don't remember this game. Not many people do. But if you want it, it's like $300 on Amazon. But in the game, you play a creature that eats other creatures to mature into more powerful Cubivores. This is just Cube Chows from Sonic Adventure, isn't it? Only far more terrifying. So the Yoshis, as the pig Cubivores, will get more powerful as they eat, much like in the game, and will focus on eating. There'll also be an item tidal wave of food. Gourmet race from Brawl plays, and it is quite fitting. The Alexandria Rovos Spirit is represented by fellow blonde-haired Zero Suit Samus. Alexandra is the protagonist of the psychological horror game Eternal Darkness. You appropriately fight it out on Luigi's Mansion as the screen will flip back and forth, nodding to the different effects that would happen to you while playing if your sanity meter was too high, and sometimes you would even get the blue screen of death. The main theme to Luigi's Mansion from Brawl plays. The Mappo Spirit is represented by fellow robot Rob while battling out on Woohoo Island, in particular the Wishing Fountain area. Mappo comes from the Japanese-only game Giftpia, a game where the protagonist Pakul overslept at the coming-of-age ceremony, and so the mayor of the island of Nashi, hence Woohoo Island, arrests and declares Pakul pay back the 5 million mare, their currency. This is a weird society. Where Mappo comes into play is he is assigned to watch over Pakul as she completes duties like fishing, collecting fruit, and whatnot to gain the main back to pay the mayor. Yep, sounds a lot like Animal Crossing. Your speed is reduced, a nod to towards the beginning of the game. You have a ball and chain connected to your leg, and Rob's power is buffed. It's not about winning, it's more about surviving as you must outlast the clock as Tomorrow's Passion plays, a song from Captain Rainbow, a game that Mappo makes a cameo appearance in. The Soggy Spirit is represented by Roy and Corinne, who represents Soggy's party member, Gulio. The two hail from the GameCube game Baten Kaitos Origins. You battle it out on Garo Plains, which every RPG has an open plain area so it fits well, and the timer item will commonly spawn and the duo will focus on grabbing them. This is a nod to how in their game Soggy will black out and be seemingly transported to a different time and place. Or at least that is the best guess I have on the subject. The Valedictory Elegy plays, a battle theme from the game. The Millie Spirit is represented by Lucina. Millie is another party member and future wife of Soggy from the game. Much like before, the battlefield is Garo Plain. Lucina will start the battle with the Ogre Club, a nod to Millie's weapon of choice, Twin Maces. The Valedictory Elegy plays. The Chibi-Robo Spirit is represented by Tiny Me Gunner while wearing the Chibi-Robo outfit to look the part. You fight it out in the living room, a nod to the location in the first Chibi-Robo game, where the entire game takes place in the Sandersons' house. The Nintendogs in the background and the random appearance of the Nintendog Assist Trophy represents the family dog Tao, who Chibi-Robo interacts with. There will also be sudden damage, nod to how Chibi-Robo has limited battery power and will just collapse if not monitored properly. Its energy attacks are buffed, a nod to a fully powered Chibi. Noisy Notebook plays, a track from Snipper Clips. Not exactly related, but the music seems a bit similar. The Telly Spirit is represented by a tiny Pac-Man while on Living Room. Living Room is again meant to represent the Sandersons' house, and Pac-Man was chosen as Telly as he is round and yellow, much like Pac-Man. He will also fall slower and start the battle with a rocket belt to give the feeling of the hovering like Telly does. Throwing items are common, and Pac-Man will get distracted, a nod to the game Chibi-Robo Ziplash, where he hails from, as Chibi will use his plug as a whip and throw it at his enemies and environments. Like before, Noisy Notebook plays. The Drake Red Crest Spirit is represented by Captain Falcon while in Living Room, again as the Sandersons' home, and where Drake, as a toy, will patrol. Probably keeping an eye for Buzz Lightyear or something. A tiny metal Rob will also be in the battle to represent Chibi-Tot, which we will learn more about in the next spirit. Although it would make more sense to make it Chibi-Robo, but it was represented by a Mii fighter in a costume before, so that's where I'm getting the Chibi-Tot from. But there has been inconsistencies before, so you can decide. Captain Falcon loves the taunt, a nod to Redcrest posing a lot and even showing Chibi-Robo how to pose. He probably got a lot of those from the Ginyu Force. His neutral specials are buff as Rollout from the wonderful 101 plays, as Drake looks a lot like he could take part in that game. The Chibi-Tot spirit is represented by 9 metal robs while on Gamer's stage, which acts like a room from the Sandersons' home. The Chibis will have increased speed, a nod to them running away, as they are collectibles for Chibi-Robo and Ziplash, and you must grab them before they run away. Garage plays while you fight, which is a track from Tank Troopers. It might be more reflective of the whole robots of the Tots or something. The choice is a bit head-scratching, not gonna lie, but it can work. The Akira spirit is represented by fellow fighting game martial artist Ryu. Akira comes from the fighting game Virtual Fighter, and thus this is a stamina battle like fighting games most often are. Ryu's smash attacks are increased in power along with his physical attacks. Along with that, the Akira Assist Trophy will spawn to make this more of a nightmare. There's also high gravity, keeping you close to the ground, which is a common theme in traditional fighting games, so you're always facing your opponent. You battle it out on Coliseum, a nod to the Coliseum stage in Virtual Fighter. The theme to Cruel Smash plays, appropriate as this is a very rough battle. And I chose the GameCube as this is the first Nintendo console to have a game from the series in it, Virtual Quest. And that is every GameCube spirit battle. Not a whole lot, but it did represent the system well. Thank you for joining me here at the Nintendo Network. What was your favorite spirit battle? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this, please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and join in the conversation in our Discord. This is the Nintendo Network, signing off.